Okay. Rodney Harrison, Chief of Department. The information that I'm going to share with you is still preliminary, and it's being investigated by our Force Investigation Division. But this is what we have at this time. Early this morning, at approximately 8:40 a.m., officers assigned to the 106th Precinct responded to a 911 call for an off-duty officer needing assistance on 133rd Avenue. Upon arrival, patrol officers knocked on the front door and engaged a suspect in conversation who threatened to shoot them. Officers then backed out and called for our emergency service unit. Emergency service unit personnel arrived a few minutes later, and while attempting to continue the dialogue, the suspect shot several times at those officers. During the standoff between the suspect and the police, the female involved was able to jump out of the second floor window. The male involved then shot in the direction of the female and the uniformed ESU personnel. Officers returned fire, causing the suspect to retreat back inside the window. While in dialogue with the male, a relative of the suspect arrived at the scene. The relative worked with the officers from our hostage negotiation team, and to my right, Detective Brenda Reddick, who did a phenomenal job engaging in that conversation. The suspect voluntarily came to the door and was placed under arrest. The male involved sustained one gunshot wound to his right arm. Both individuals involved in this incident were removed to a local hospital. Once again, I really want to take advantage of this opportunity to commend Detective Reddick in regarding having the individual surrender. If it wasn't for her leadership and her professionalism, we may be still out here right now engaging. Great job. I'll take any questions. So she jumped out the window. She does have what it looks like at this time, a possible broken leg, but we'll get back to you regarding the exact amount of injury that she sustained.
Also, you respond to domestics all the time, but how is it when it's one of your own? It probably hits home a lot more.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy. Listen, unfortunately, we respond to a host of different domestics throughout the city. Very rarely do we get one when it's one of our own, but like I said, it's great work by all the men and women involved that responded to this location.
Do you know the relationship between the officer and the person?
Yep. They're currently married. Regarding how long, I don't have that answer for you. We'll get back to you regarding that.
And I don't know if the detective can share a little bit about what the conversation was like and how she was able to get him to have a more peaceful ending.
Good morning. So the brother showed up to the scene. At the time, we didn't know if he was related to the male or the female that was inside. So I had to sort of kind of grab him to keep him from running into the active crime scene. And I was talking to him, telling him it was very dangerous to just come with us. We'll speak to you, and then you can still continue to have the dialogue with your brother, because we want to make sure that everyone is safe. So once we actually got him with hostage negotiation, we had the communication going. He calmed down. He was able to relay whatever information that we had to the brother, and everyone was able to have a safe, successful apprehension.
What's that feeling like for you when it's ending and it's safe and I'm sure you're sighing a big sigh of relief?
It felt really good. Honestly, it felt really good because, I mean, although there was someone that did get shot, no one lost their life. And that's what's most important.
Was he using the officer's service weapon? And how long was the operation in total?
Yeah, so once again, it's still preliminary. We're still trying to find out what firearms that were involved or were used. But right now, it does look like it was our off-duty police officers' service and off-duty service revolver.
Can you talk a little bit about the hostage negotiation team and the training that goes in to establish that relationship and put on weapons?
Yeah, it's a great training, Mark. A lot of time and effort goes into it. This was not a fire drill. This was the real deal, where they were able to get the right people involved to make sure that everyone was to walk away safely. So This could have easily went the wrong direction, but by the great work by our hostage negotiation team, our emergency service unit, we were able to come together and make an apprehension. No, we don't have that of him having any nexus to law enforcement. But once again, he came on the scene, was a little upset at the time. Great job by the detective being able to calm him down and get him to engage in conversation with the suspect involved.
Time for 2 more?
I apologize if this seems random, but the Brooklyn Borough Fire Department canceled this event as a result of this. Do you have any information about why that might have been?
I apologize, I don't. I'm sorry.
Anybody else? Anybody else?
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.